the run this year, but how different is it? Do those same things flip over when you face a wishbone team? How different is it to prepare for this type of running game as opposed to the ones you see normally?
I think discipline is a little bit heightened here. You can't get away with, doing your own thing as much, but there's no secret to being an option team. It's discipline and accountability. So we'll focus on those in practice this week.
You guys pretty disciplined last year, you feel like? I mean, I know the coach said it wasn't a flawless game, but do you feel like you guys overall in both of those games were pretty disciplined?
I think up front, just that's what I watch, and watch a little bit of the game from last year yesterday, trying to prepare. I thought, like Coach Chris said, we did some good things, but there's a lot to clean up, and I think we can definitely be much improved this year. Now we've had some guys that have done it, and we can learn from last year and get better.
Obviously, last year, Aaron just had an absolute monster game against them. You guys are sort of everyone taking on a little bit more responsibility this year with him out there.
I think so. I don't think that plays a factor in our minds. I think we have to. You don't say, oh well, we don't have this guy, so we have to do this, or we're all. Everybody has to do their job. Like I said, discipline and accountability, because you have to trust that somebody else is doing his job, and there's really no, like I said, no secret to it in my mind. But it is a big responsibility to do that for 4 quarters, and I don't know much. But like Coach Chris said, offensively, when they get their opportunities, they have to take advantage. So.
Was AD's loss a factor, though, in how you guys prepared and came together, even in the off season and in the early part of this season, the way you guys have put it together as a unit?
I think that's always in your mind, but honestly, I wouldn't say so. I think we prepared. Each guy wants to be great. Each guy wants to be that guy. So we prepared more as a team, which helped us. But I don't know if that was necessarily a product of losing AD. Maybe subconsciously it was. But other guys will have to step up, just like on any great team, any great program, great defense, whatever you want to say. One guy's down, next guy's got to step up.
You mentioned trust, and players and coaches have mentioned that a lot this season. Do you feel like you guys on defense have a lot of that? You all feel like you can rely on each other, trust each other?
That is one thing I think we've improved on from last year, just because it's our second year in the system. We have some veteran guys that have played it, so you have more accountability as far as just guys playing their gaps and knowing what they need to do. Second year, we're all playing together under this coordinator, so I do think there's a little bit more of that than last year.
And that's had a big impact on how you guys have played?
I think so. It allows you to play a little faster. When you can trust the guy next to you, and you're doing it for the guy next to you, you can do a little more, I think, a little quicker.
Dave, did you get the sense that something, I don't want to say the season, but certainly the goals that you guys had set out, when camp started, were sort of on the line on Thursday? And did that play a factor in maybe playing a little more crisply?
I think so. In my mind, it was, and I mentioned this to our team on, I think it was a Thursday game, so it would have been 2 days before the game. I said, we're 1-1 in the ACC going into this game. Everything's still up for grabs. Yeah, we've had a couple losses, but we got to focus on this game right now, and everything is still within our reach. So.
What's the key to stringing consistent performances together? Because you guys have, sort of been the pattern here for a few years, where it's sort of up and down.
That's why, for me, I think this is a big game. Not for the team. Right. In my mind, why this is a big game for the team is because you just had a big win. All right, last year you had a big win against Notre Dame, and what happens? And earlier you have a big win against BC. How are you going to come back next week and respond, or 2 weeks later, and respond when you have another big test? I think that's the mark of consistency. Is the mark of a good team, or individually, that's the mark of a professional and somebody that's great. So I think this is a true. More so than last week, because of the win last week, this makes this a bigger game. But this is a true test this week to see, are we going to step up and get it done, and then hopefully it makes the next week that much bigger.
David, what did you